What if the people stolen from Africa, broken, renamed, sold, and scattered across the Americas, were finally offered refuge by the land they were taken from? What if Africa looked at African Americans and said, "You were never immigrants. You were displaced. Come home." They didn't leave Africa by choice. Africans were captured, sold, marched, chained, and exported through violence so extreme it fractured identity itself. Families were ripped apart, languages erased, spiritual systems criminalized. But the most enduring weapon wasn't the chain. It was brainwashing. They were taught Africa was backward, that their ancestors had no history, that their new oppressors were their benefactors. A people weren't just enslaved, they were reprogrammed. In America, Black history wasn't just neglected, it was systematically erased. African Americans were written out of textbooks, their achievements minimized, their resistance reframed as crime, their trauma labeled culture. Slavery became a footnote. Jim Crow became a chapter. Mass incarceration became invisible. History was buried because a people without history are easier to control. But in Africa, history was never erased. It was interrupted, colonized, exploited, fragmented. Yet Africa still remembers. Empires before Europe universities, before colonization trade routes, before transatlantic slavery governance systems, older than modern democracies, Africa didn't lose its history. The world stopped listening. After slavery ended, African Americans faced lynching, segregation, medical experimentation, economic sabotage, cultural theft, state violence. Entire Black towns were burned. Generations were traumatized. And it was called progress. This wasn't accidental. It was genocide by policy. Some African nations have tried to respond. In 2019, Ghana launched the Year of Return. It wasn't just tourism, it was acknowledgement. An invitation to the descendants of the enslaved to reconnect with land history identity. Thousands came. Some stayed. Many felt something America never gave them: recognition. Then came Benin. In 2024, Benin passed a law granting citizenship to people of African descent whose ancestors were taken during the transatlantic slave trade. Not symbolism, citizenship. Benin said what few nations have dared to say out loud: "You were taken from us, and we recognize that." Now something else is happening. African Americans are waking up to the realities of America, to the limits of belonging in a country that they built, but in a system that was never built for them, to the truth that survival isn't the same as freedom. And for the first time in generations, Africa is in their view, not as myth, not as shame, but as option, as origin, as future. And Africa is waking up as well, to its diaspora, to its stolen children, to the power of reconnection. The continent that once bled people is now watching them remember who they are. Two awakenings, moving toward each other. Destiny doesn't disappear, it only waits. What was delayed by chains, oceans, and centuries was never denied. The last are remembering who they are, and the first are being challenged. This is why resistance has intensified. This is why acceptance feels dangerous. Because when memory returns, systems built on forgetting begin to shake. We are watching two forces collide: resistance and remembrance, fear and truth, erasure and return. And the outcome won't just affect African Americans or Africa, it will change the world. What if Africa opening its arms and African Americans opening their eyes wasn't coincidence, but correction?